everyone, today I will be doing the speed painting of this picture that I did for this event that was at the library recently. Teens Art Fest. Yeah. And this is one out of two pictures that I did for the event. And I think this one is my favorite one out of the two, and I'll show both of them together at the end so you can see them. But the idea I had for the picture, well, first I had sketched it out as a mask, because I was just sitting around and said, I'm going to do a little sketching here. And I sketched out this picture of a girl with long hair, and there were flowers around her and these little grassy things. I don't know what they're called. And I really liked the sketch, and I decided that that was going to be the idea that we used for the drawings for the event. And originally I was going to go for something similar, but the color scheme that I was going for was going to be like a teal and light pink. But I ended up doing something that was dark blue and purple, and with a little bit of pink, and with a galaxy in the background, because I like galaxies and they're cool. And yeah, but that original concept that I had, that was for the first drawing, and this is the second drawing, so I didn't record the process for that, so you can't see how I drew that one. But the drawing, I spent a lot more time on it than I usually spend on my drawings, and I've been trying to do that recently, because usually I'll work on something for like 30 minutes to an hour and be like, well, that's enough and I'm leaving now. But I decided to really put more time and effort into it. So both drawings took me about 8 to 10 hours to finish together, and individually 4 to 5 hours. And this one in particular, I think it was around 4 hours, I think. Yeah. So a lot of time went into this, and it's also a lot bigger than my normal stuff, because usually I work like 6 by 8, 5 by 7, or 4 by 6, and at most 8 by 11.5, but this picture is 11 by 15, so that's significantly larger than the stuff that I usually do, and I'm glad I did that, and it was a lot of fun, and I do want to do more larger pictures, because it's fun, even though it takes a lot of time. And I sketched it out first with a Prismacolor color erase in the color lavender, which is a light purple. And you can't really see those lines that I sketched out underneath the paint and stuff, but that's okay, because it looks clean and neat and stuff. And then after that, I went over it with some Rowney FW ink, and I got Purple Lake just for these two drawings, because I wanted purple ink, and I wanted to outline it with purple ink. And that's what I did. But this particular drawing here, the girl has darker skin, and I was actually having a little bit of difficulty because the purple wasn't dark enough for you to be able to see it. And I started to get really frustrated, but then I was like, why don't I just mix it with the Prussian blue ink that I already have? And I did, and that showed up a lot better. So, and as far as coloring the skin goes, I also had a lot of trouble with that, and oh my goodness, I was really frustrated, and I had to step away for a moment, because, well, I was trying to do a darker skin tone, and so I had mixed black with brown, which is something I've done like once, so I shouldn't have done that with this final piece. Should have tested it out first, but I didn't, and I regretted that. But like, I mixed the black with brown and red, and that made the color look kind of I talked about this before, how Artistik watercolors, which I didn't use in this piece, but how the browns are, how they're kind of gray and greenish and just not good. And when I mixed the black with the colors that I normally use for skin, that's what it turned into. So I got really upset with myself, like, what in the name did I do that? But because the skin wasn't looking as warm as I wanted it to, I went over it with pink and reds, and it still wasn't looking great, and I had to step away from it. and just reevaluate and think. And then I remembered that you can use Copic markers over watercolor if something's not looking right, which is what I did. And I used E11 and E15, E17, and I think I used E18 as well. And that really saved the drawing, because I was like, really? And I'm glad that I remembered that could be done, because, like, oh my goodness, I would have had to start over, and that would not have been fun. Because I didn't finish this till, like, I'm thinking, I didn't finish it till 2 weeks before the event, and you have to, well, I wanted to go ahead and finish it so that I could submit the form that goes along with it, and I couldn't submit it if I didn't know all the supplies I used and stuff, so I wanted to go ahead and finish it so I could submit the form on time, and so that I would not be stressed out. My God. But yeah, and as far as the galaxy background is concerned, that was a lot of fun. I like galaxies, so cool. And with the first drawing, I did these circle-y, swirly things, and that's how I usually paint galaxies. And after I did that one, I was like, I do that all the time. I want to do something different. And so I looked up some pictures of some galaxies, and I thought of, instead of doing a circle, like a bunch of different circles around the drawing, I decided to do like this stripe of pink, purpley stuff, going diagonally. Well, I can't say this word right now, but you know what I mean, across the drawing. And I like that a lot better than the circles. And I want to do that more often instead of going into default galaxy mode and doing some interesting stuff with galaxies, instead of just doing the circles, which is what I do all the time. So I'm gonna stop doing that. And one of the things I had a lot of fun with was the galaxy. Yeah, that was the most. I had a lot of fun with the galaxy. It's just what it is, you know, a lot of fun. And I haven't done this part yet, but there's stars and stuff in the background, and I did that by mixing I mixed some white acrylic with water so that it would be kind of liquidy, you know, so it would be as thick. And I put it on the brush, and then I got another brush, and what you do is you just cover up the parts that you don't want the splatters on, and I just used some scrap papers to do that, and then you just tap the brush, tap something, it doesn't have to be a brush, on the brush that does have the paint, and it'll just get splatters on it, and it'll look random, and you won't have to put each individual dot in there. Oh my God. If I didn't know about that technique, would have taken a lot longer, because my God. Oh my goodness. But I did end up going back with some white gel pen and adding more stars, and doing some little cross stars and stuff. Yeah. I had a lot of fun with these drawings. A lot of fun. Even though there were some moments where I was like, nope. But I did pretty good, I think. And the drawings, we had to name them. I normally don't name my stuff, because I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. But I had to name these, and I named them X. And at first it was kind of like X, because I don't know, Buffy. But then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute, this could be something deep here. And if you think about it, there's a lot about the universe that scientists don't know. There's a lot of it that remains unknown. And in mathematics, X represents the unknown. And so what started out as kind of like a sarcastic thing ended up being something really deep. Well, not really, really deep, but something interesting. And actually having meaning to it. So that's something. And I don't know if I'll start naming my stuff more. I don't know. I guess I should talk about the event. Probably should have did that earlier, but I didn't. The event was fun, and I didn't. Well, we were supposed to sell our piece, but I didn't sell mine. So I still have them both. I'm looking at them now. They're staring at me. But, I mean, I was a little disappointed that I didn't get to sell them. But it's all good because I actually got an award. And this is my second time getting some type of award in an art contest because I've only entered an art contest 3 times. The first time I was little and my skills weren't that great. So I didn't win anything. And the last time was last year. And it was a t-shirt design contest, and I won first place, and that was definitely the highlight of my year, and I was really proud of myself. And so, you know, the beginning of this year, I won another award, and it was the Honorable Mention Award, and I should be getting my plaque for that soon, and I can't wait, and I'm really, really proud of myself. What else? Oh, well, like I said, I didn't sell my drawing, so if you do want this drawing and the other one, or if you just want one of them, it is for sale. I don't have an Etsy or anything, so it's not listed anywhere. So you would have to DM me on social media or email me or something. I don't know how that works. But yeah, if you're interested, you can feel free. Anyway, I'm really proud of myself, and I really like these drawings, and I want to do more stuff like this because it was fun. Yeah. And I also want to do more stuff with galaxies because those are a lot of fun to paint. And I really don't have like a theme with my work, so I kind of want to make galaxies and stuff like that my theme over my stuff, so it could be a little bit more uniform instead of just like random stuff. Yeah, random stuff. Random stuff is good, but sometimes uniformity, it's sometimes. Anyway, here is the final drawing, and like I said, I really like it. I really like how her skin turned out, even though it started out as not something I was proud of. And here are the final 2 drawings. Yeah, really proud of myself. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please enjoy the rest of your day.